WVUA News at 10 with your award-winning news team. John Huddleston, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
And good evening, everyone. We begin tonight with a tragic day for one Alberta City family. In the middle of the afternoon, their 26th Avenue East house partially went up in flames. And although no one was injured, this isn't the first time the home has suffered damage in the last couple of years. It was also in the path of the April 27th tornado. WVUA's Travis Leader with more in tonight's Top Story.
Residents say they woke up just in time to escape a house fire on 26th Avenue East in Tuscaloosa.
The original call came in from a cell phone. The caller stated that there was fire and smoke showing from the back side of the house. We arrived on scene just a couple minutes later. Half of the house was extensively damaged.
Those living in the house don't assume any foul play was involved and no one was injured. But it's still a mystery as to exactly why this Alberta home went up in smoke.
Fire's still an investigation at this point, try to determine exactly what caused the backside to burn.
And this is now the second time in just 13 months that this family has had to pick up their pieces after a disaster.
It's one of the houses that was involved in the tornado, and it has been remodeled, and it's a wood frame house.
The family had just finished rebuilding November of last year. Reporting in Alberta City, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
And while the family would not speak with us on camera, one member said they are planning to relocate for the time being and salvage what they can from their home. Well, we have an update on a fire from this past weekend that temporarily shut down a local manufacturer. Fire trucks responded to a blaze at the Warrior Asphalt Refining Plant on Saturday. Now, neighbors say they heard an explosion and saw smoke. The fire reduced production at the plant by nearly 40%. The exact cause of the blaze remains unknown, and it is still under investigation. The plant is expected to resume normal operations in the next 3 weeks. Well, literally every day we are seeing signs of recovery from the deadly April 27th tornado. Now, one of the most visible areas hit was at the corner of McFarland Boulevard and 15th Street. And as WVUA's Chelsea Barton shows us, 3 of those businesses will soon once again open their doors to the public.
Who doesn't love barbecue, Japanese food, and donuts? Well, T-Town is well on its way to having all 3 within walking distance from each other. Although Full Moon, Hokkaido, and Krispy Kreme were all tragically destroyed in the April 27th tornado, each business is coming back better than ever.
You can't beat this. We're going to have a true Full Moon barbecue restaurant with all the bells and the whistles. So
this is going to be bigger, more parking, okay, newer, bigger entrance, you know, bigger sushi bar.
We're almost doubling the seating capacity. Real state of the art with the view in windows. You'll be able to see everything going on.
The owners say that local residents are more than ready for their restaurants to come back.
They can't wait for us to get open. They want to camp out here, yeah.
It's amazing. For this whole, year plus, everywhere I go, somebody comes up, hey, I want to meet you, you're the donut guy.
New locations and new buildings have led to new friendships on McFarland Boulevard. Soon-to-be neighbors Brian Ahmed and Evan Smith are now firm believers in blessings in disguise.
And we do have a special bond because we went through something traumatic. We're both fairly young, and something, nobody, no matter how old you are, to go through a tornado, that's a major ordeal. It's just a neat situation, and I think we're going to complement each other.
At the end of the day, each of these comebacks have different menus, but it's safe to say that one feeling is mutual.
We're really excited.
So we're very excited.
Very excited, very excited.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, WVUA News.
A new study indicates that Redstone Arsenal is one of Alabama's top gross domestic product producers. Now, the study shows the government facility produced almost 6% of the state's total product in 2010. According to the Huntsville Times, the Arsenal is responsible for roughly $11.5 billion of business and over 100,000 jobs. Much of the impact is in the Madison, Limestone, Lawrence, and Morgan counties. The study also found the Arsenal's tax revenues, contractors, and related businesses totals over $360 million. Well, in tonight's Home Team Education Watch, school leaders say plans for the new Brookwood High School are coming along. The site work is being completed, and county school officials hope to take bids on construction by June, and they hope to actually start building by July. Construction Director David Sellers says students could move in as soon as spring of 2014.
We expect for the construction of the school to take approximately 18 months. If we start construction by July of this year, then that would give us an expected completion date of December 2013.
Also at tonight's county schools meeting, talks began on what the system will do regarding the new summer vacation law. According to school officials, one suggested proposal would include a shortened fall break along with the elimination of a weather day and a parent conference day. This also means the school will stay in session for an additional 7 minutes per day. Deputy Superintendent Dr. Walter Davies says it all comes down to finding the correct balance of addition and subtraction. And Dr. Davey also told us that he expects the Tuscaloosa City Schools to instead go with a week-long Thanksgiving break and no fall break, while the county schools still plan to maintain both extended weekends. Well, WVUA is covering Perry County tonight, where sewage problems continue to threaten downstream areas. Now, according to the Alabama Department of Environmental Management, it could be a few weeks or maybe even a few months before the sewage in the water is washed downstream. Now, as we have reported, spills from the Uniontown sewage treatment plant have been repaired, but the regulators say what's already in the water poses a threat. State records show there have been several leaks from the town's sewage plant since 2005. Severe weather alerts will soon come to you in something as simple as a text message. A new program starting today will notify people of dangerous weather conditions and other emergencies that could be hazardous. The wireless emergency alert system is free and consumers do not have to sign up. You will get a text on your phone if there is an emergency in your area, including tornado warnings, flash floods, hurricanes, blizzards, and other natural disasters. The National Weather Service's John DeBlock says it's just one more way to ensure you and your family's safety.
Well, it's absolutely important to have multiple means of getting that weather information. In addition to your weather radio, having a text service or another message that comes to your phone, just in case one of those systems fails, you've got redundant systems so that you know you'll get the weather information.
DeBlock also says text will be sent to your phone even if you don't have a text message plan. Well, let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast for tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. Hey, Richard.
Hey, John, good Monday evening to you. Still mild out there tonight. No severe weather issues across the deep south. 73 Mobile, 68 in Tuscaloosa, 65 in Nashville, Tennessee. In the southeast, no rain really to deal with across our immediate areas. Some spotty showers earlier this afternoon across the Tennessee Valley, some of our northern counties. Other than that, we have stayed dry today. Bus stop forecast early tomorrow morning for our Tuesday. A lot of cloud cover, maybe some fog early in the day. In fact, that temperature around 7 in the morning, about 58. Sunshine does return through the day. What about the rest of the forecast? We'll look ahead towards the weekend. Weather is coming up.
All right, Richard, thank you very much. Well, for the past few weeks, WVUA has been promoting our Mother's Day contest. Now, to enter, contestants had to write a letter about what makes their mom extraordinary. Deanna Holcomb wrote us explaining in detail what makes her mom great. She tells us her mother has been giving back to others her entire life, and now she thought it was fitting to return the favor. Here's WVUA's Courtney Highfield.
When Lorena LaFoy found out she won the Mother's Day contest and read the letter her daughter sent in, she says she almost didn't believe it.
Actually, it was like, is this really me she's talking about? You know, I thought, well, that's how you talk about other people, you know, you praise them up and that, but it really meant a lot to me to think that my daughter thinks of me that way.
Her daughter, Deanna Holcomb, says it's important to show people how much you care about them before it's too late.
If you have something nice to say to somebody or about somebody, you tell them while they're still here. You don't wait to talk great about them in their eulogy after they're dead and gone. You do it while they're on earth and can enjoy it.
And her timing couldn't have been better.
This has been a hard year. We've had a lot of deaths in our family this year, and it's been a very hard year.